Hey everybody, it's Nick from CBB Analytics, and I'm here with another video tutorial meant to help teams get the most out of our platform. In this video, I'm going to talk briefly about percentiles, which are an important aspect of the website. So let's come to Virginia's homepage, and immediately you see percentiles everywhere. Right here, we see that Virginia has an effective field goal percentage of 56.1%, and this 94 next to it means that Virginia is in the 94th percentile amongst men's D1 teams in EFG percentage. Percentiles are important because coaches aren't always familiar with certain metrics or with their range of values. So is an effective field goal percentage of 56.1 good? It sounds good, but is it elite or is it just above average? How exactly does it stack up against other teams? Well, we can see that it's in the 94th percentile in Division 1, which is pretty elite. And this is the thing about percentiles. They help change the way we communicate stats and their values. Coming down here, instead of telling a coach that the team's assist to turnover ratio is about 1.5, we can say that it's about 1.5 and that this puts the team in the 97th percentile. We're able to provide an immediate context as to how good or bad the stat is. And because it's just a 0 to 100 percentile, it's something that any coach is really able to understand. Percentiles are particularly helpful if you're thinking about looking less at per game stats and more at per minute or per possession stats. Over here, coaches know that 6 or 7 offensive rebounds per game for the team is pretty low. And over here, coaches might not know if a 22.6% offensive rebounding percentage is good or bad. Most coaches don't really know the good to bad range for ORB percentage. Now that's somewhat of a problem because it's a better metric than rebounds per game because it standardizes rebounding for pace and number of possessions, whereas rebounding per game does not. And the percentile resolves the confusion of not being familiar with what's good or bad for the metric because we can immediately see that 22.6% puts the team in the 10th percentile, so it's not very good. Scrolling up, the website also has percentiles for player stats, where the percentiles are relative to all other Division I players that meet a minutes played minimum. We also have percentiles for game stats, which are computed relative to all other Division I games. And we even have percentiles for lineup stats, where these percentiles, again, are relative to the other lineups that meet a minutes played minimum. Once you start looking at stats with percentiles and communicating stats in the language of percentiles, the 60th percentile is above average, 80th percentile is solidly strong, the 45th percentile is a bit below average. You'll never want to look at a stats table without percentiles again, and nor should you because the percentiles are that helpful and that important. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for tuning in, for supporting CBB Analytics, and have a great day.